Hey guys, it is Monday evening. I've decided to come on and make a video because I'm going to change Monroe into her pajamas of the night. I didn't get a chance to really post a changing video this morning because that just went, real well. Not so much. So I'm going to take her out of this beautiful Paz Rodriguez outfit and put her in her little floral next jammies, which is this here. I love these on her. I think the colors are so pretty. And yeah, we've been enjoying our day thoroughly. I hope everybody's had a great Monday. I'm sure anybody that's working is glad to have Monday over with. I know every time the work week starts for me, I'm just always trying to get through Monday. Once I get through Monday, I feel like I can handle life. Mondays are always rough, aren't they, baby girl? Yes, but we've had a wonderful Monday because we have had not a whole lot we had to do today. I still feel somewhat productive, though, because I did work out, and it's not like I just sat around all day. So that's always a good thing. But it's nice not having to go anywhere if I don't want to. And I have gotten caught up on a few videos. I don't generally have this amount of time to just kind of watch videos and just kind of get caught up unless it's on the weekend or whatever. So it was nice just to have the break. And Monroe sat with me while I watched some videos. So that was nice. I'm sure Monroe enjoyed it. We were actually watching Annie Banani's channel. She had just posted a comparison video of 4 of her babies. 2 of which are Claire Taylor babies, and one was a Romy Stridham baby, and then one was a who's the other one by? I really hate when I can't remember names of artists. Oh my gosh, and I know who it is. Oh my goodness. Debbie Henshaw, I believe, painted the baby. Lillian Breedveld. Oh my goodness, that name just left me. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens when you know a name, and then it just literally, the minute you turn on like the video to actually start talking about whoever, the name leaves you. It's just the most frustrating thing. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. You're just the sweetest little thing. It's kind of an odd angle that I've got her at because I'm on the floor. But I'm trying to do something that has, decent lighting so that you guys can actually see her a little bit better. I don't know if it'll come across any better. I have no idea. But, yeah. I don't know. I think it looks a little bit better. But it's always so hard to tell until I upload. So, say hello, aunties. I'm just hanging out with my mommy. This is the sweetest little baby. And you guys don't generally get to see her neck a whole lot. Her neck is really cool. Like, you can't even tell in the video just because of the angle, but her neck is just so cool. I have not yet had to actually use the ball joint. This is the interesting thing about this sculpt and the way that Claire made the neck on her, is that her neck is so flexible that literally it's not the ball joint moving, it's her neck, and it wrinkles when you do that with it as well. Yep, it does. Say, I know, I have a wrinkly neck. Usually that arm stays up there. That's funny that she's not wanting it to be up there tonight. This is an example of how cool this silicone is. And, watching Annie's video, looking at the comparison of each of her babies, which every single one of them has a special uniqueness to them. They're all different. They move different. Their silicone may be slightly different. And she had described Claire's silicone as having more density. It felt like it had more density, and I would agree with that. I would say that she's absolutely correct. there is a density to Claire's silicone that some of the other artist silicone that they use doesn't have. And I've noticed that, and I've never been able to kind of put a word to it. But as soon as she said that, it was like literally a light bulb went on in my head. And I'm like, yes, that's what I've been trying to say, because of that whole memory foam like feeling and bounce back, because some silicones are more rubbery, whereas you move them and they just kind of bounce back, and they bounce back quickly, versus a lot of what I describe as in Claire's babies is that it's a slower movement back, which is why it gives the baby that movement of like with her arms moving, it moves slowly. And there's varying degrees of this. So Claire's kits don't have quite that amount of give and density and memory foam. They have some wrinkling and they have some of that density, but it's still a little different. And it's interesting to me because she's always used a different type of silicone for her kits versus her edition dolls and yada, yada, yada. All is beautiful. Every type of silicone that Claire uses for her babies is amazing. It's durable, it's amazing, it's just, it feels great. That's one of the things I've learned over the years, is that, you know, Claire's the pioneer in silicone. I have to say that she's the first one out that is able to achieve the feel and realism, and now we're seeing that artists are now trying to kind of come up with their own formulas to kind of mimic that. But she was really the first that was able to achieve that, and I think that as collectors, as I feel, this is what I crave a lot with the silicone. It's what I love so much about it. You're so cute. She's just adorable, you guys. I don't know. I just love her. I think she's adorable. I wish I had done a details video back when I had first gotten her, and then I took it down because I showed her baby bits. Because you know how, we all know how YouTube is with the whole showing baby parts. So I'm bummed that you can't see all of her, because look at her, she curls right up, because she's beautiful. She's sculpted so beautifully, and I love the attention to detail that Claire has really given this baby and all of her babies. She always blows my mind, but I'll tell you what, this silicone is like no other. I'm telling you, it's great. But there she is, guys. I love her. I don't know, I guess watching Annie's video made me want to just kind of share more about the silicone, and I just thought it was neat that she could really pinpoint it to having a bit more density. It's just, I hope for all silicone collectors that someday you get to experience feeling and touching and squishing all the different types of silicones, because they're so different. You can't, once you've had one, you can't say you've had them all, because it's just really not the case. Because there's such a huge difference from artist to artist. They're just night and day. And all have their own beautiful ways of going about making babies, and the silicone they use, they're in everything. It's wonderful, and I love to see all the differences. I don't have enough money in this world of mine to keep all the babies, but it is one of the reasons why over the years I have had a lot of dolls, because I wanted to experience having different artists' work. And I think that's how I've learned, I've said this time and time again, it's how I've learned to know what I really like and what I prefer in a doll, and figured out what I don't like so much. And the only way to tell that, honestly, would be to experience it, in my eyes. Annie and I were talking earlier, and she said, can you imagine if there was like a doll shop, like a big store, It's not like we have that, so we can't just go check them all out. I mean, you can try to check them out at a doll show, but for a lot of people, that's not even feasible. So can you imagine, guys? I mean, just let's stop and think for a second. If there were like a big store somewhere where every artist's doll were there for us to check out and see if we wanted to buy before we actually brought the doll home, and we didn't go on videos and pictures. Just imagine how much more able we would be as collectors to figure out what we like earlier on. It would be cheaper, I'll tell you what. I spent a lot of money figuring out what I like. A lot of money over the years. I don't think I want to know how much. But I do know what I like now, which is good. I have had the time and the babies to figure that out, which is wonderful. But yeah, I've learned that I appreciate a lot of different things about different artists. I think that, and I've said this time and time again, different artists have different strengths. Some artists are great at one or two things, and maybe not as great at others. Finding an artist that you love everything about the artist, like finding an artist that you love the painting of and the silicone of and the sculpting of, it's a little bit more challenging because you find you know, some artists are better at rooting hair, some are better at painting, some are better at just sculpting the baby. And so it's like, I don't know, I feel like if I could pick one thing from every artist, I could have the absolute perfect, most realistic doll in the world. But I'll take this one. She's pretty close to perfect in my eyes. But I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling and you guys don't know what I mean. But I feel like I have like a handful of favorite artists that have super awesome strengths in certain things. And I wish I could put them all together and then you'd have like this, you know, Frankenstein baby, so to speak, of all the best talents put into one doll. I know that'll never happen, but I just think it would be very interesting if you could pick a sculptor, then pick the pourer, then pick the painter, and then pick the rooter and all of the final finishing touches. I don't know. I just think it would be interesting. This is me just rambling. These are the things I think about occasionally. But that's highly unlikely ever going to happen. But hey, it's always fun to talk about. But here is Monroe. She is all ready for bed. I love these colors on her. I think they suit her. I think she's just a beautiful little baby girl. She says hello to all of her aunties out there. I hope everybody has a great rest of your night, and I'm going to get her ready for bed, and you'll see us all soon, guys. Hope you liked the little rambling chat, and I'm sure we'll be back on to do a video tomorrow at some point. Just not sure when or what video yet. But until then, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.